Hey everybody, it's Gary Peavy here at Wealth Design Group. It is almost 4th of July, often referred to as Independence Day. And that made me think about financial independence. We know when we celebrate the independence of our country, we know when that date was. And every year on 4th of July, we renew that feeling in celebration of independence. But let's talk about financial independence. I've got 4 questions that you need to be able to answer. All right? So, first of all, if you are serious about your financial future, you should know the answers to these 4 questions. All right? So, let's get to it. Question number 1. What rate of return do you have to earn on your savings and investment dollars to be able to retire at your current standard of living and have your money last through life expectancy? Now, a couple of things to settle up here. Current standard of living. When you retire, is there a reason to reduce your standard of living if you don't have to? Don't you want to continue to do the same things or more when you retire as on a Saturday when you're working? Okay? The other part is life expectancy. To understand life expectancy, okay, life expectancy is this. If you were 60 years old today, they take all the 60-year-olds and they figure out what age are half of those 60-year-olds that are alive today still alive. So in other words, you got like a 50-50 chance to get to life expectancy. And that means if you're better than that and you live beyond it, what we're talking about is being able to have a current standard of living all the way for as long as you live. So the first thing is, do you know what rate of return you need to get on those retirement dollars? Okay. Are you taking more risk than you need to? Or are you not going to reach what you want based upon the rate of return you're getting? Let's look at question number 2. Question number 2, how much do you need to save on a monthly or annual basis to be able to retire at your current standard of living and your money last through life expectancy? Are you saving enough? Do you know how much you need to save? Do you sit there at times and go, well, we really should be saving enough? Or are we going to have enough money? You got to be able to answer that, how much you need to save. Let's go to the third question. Doing what you're currently doing, how long will you have to work to be able to retire and live your current lifestyle till life expectancy? In other words, can you actually retire on that date that you kind of have in your mind when you're going to quit and go into retirement? Do you have to work longer? And if longer, how much longer? You need to be able to answer that question. And let's look at the 4th question. The 4th question is, if you don't do anything different than you're doing today, how much will you have to reduce your standard of living at retirement for your money to last to your life expectancy? That goes back to the very first comments about having to reduce your standard of living. Let's see. The most expensive day of the week is Saturday, because that's the day you go out and you go to the hardware store and buy things you need to fix stuff around the house. It's a day you go to Costco and you buy a lot of things, maybe a new TV, to be able to watch the sports, whatever it might be. Well, when you're retired, it's like every day could be a Saturday. If you've got kids, are they home now or they live someplace else? When you've got grandkids, are your kids going to make enough money to fly themselves and the grandkids out to see you, or you're going to have to travel to them? Okay, if you want to see the grandkids. It's an expense that you might not be incurring right now. In other words, Do you have to reduce your standard of living, and by how much? And is that satisfactory, or do you need to make the changes? So, the thing is, I can give you these answers in less than 10 minutes. Probably in time less than this video has taken for you to watch it. The question is, when do you want to know? Do you want to wait until you're retired? Do you want to know now so that you can adjust what you're doing? So you can adjust your expectations, or whether that's for the better or for the worse. So you can adjust how much you save and where you save it. You can adjust the amount of risk you're taking. Maybe you don't need to take more risk. Maybe you just need a nice fixed rate of return and your numbers are all going to work out. Whatever it is, we can help you with this. We just plug you into our financial GPS, figure out your roadmap, where it's going, what the answers are to those 4 questions. It's simple. I would like to say it's painless, but it all depends how the numbers turn out and how you feel about it. But knowing the answers is what you need to do. So again, it's Gary Peavy here at Wealth Design Group. Please, it's our country's Independence Day, and today could be the day you know your financial independence day. So give us a call, send us an email, get in touch. We're certainly here to help. And we wish you a happy holiday, and we wish you great health and wellness.